Good morning. As the first light of day glimmers across a frosty landscape, it's time to look ahead and see what this winter has in store for us. Al Roker here with a look ahead at the winter of 2024-2025, and it's shaping up to be anything but ordinary. As we flip the calendar to the colder months, meteorologists everywhere are buzzing with anticipation, and for good reason. This winter, powerful atmospheric forces are converging, promising a season that could be one for the record books. From the upper atmosphere down to the ground, all signs point to a dramatic shift in weather patterns. We're seeing strong signals. A very active, cold and snowy winter is on the way for much of the U.S. Early indicators suggest that several regions could experience above-average snowfall, with some areas bracing for storms that may rival the biggest in recent memory. Expect repeated rounds of heavy snow, dangerous ice, and Arctic blasts. This isn't just a heads up to get your snow shovels ready. We're talking about the kind of winter that tests our resilience, with icy roads, power outages, and bone-chilling winds sweeping across the country. For some, it'll be a winter wonderland. For others, a season of power outages and hazardous travel. Kids may be thrilled by snow days and sledding, while adults prepare for the challenges of keeping homes warm and roads clear. Communities will need to stay alert and prepared, as winter weather can change rapidly and catch even seasoned residents off guard. Stocking up on essentials and having a plan in place will be more important than ever. Today we'll break down the science, region by region, so you know what to expect. We'll explore the factors driving this winter's forecast, from shifting jet streams to ocean temperatures, and how they'll impact your area. We'll highlight the bullseye zones for snow and ice, and where things might be milder. Some regions could see relentless snow, while others may experience a mix of rain, sleet, and the occasional warm spell. So grab your cocoa and settle in. Let's dive into the winter forecast. Whether you love the snow or dread the cold, there's something in this outlook for everyone. You'll want to be ready for every twist and turn. Stay tuned as we guide you through what's coming, and help you prepare for whatever this extraordinary winter may bring. To understand this winter, meet the two big players, the polar vortex and the Pacific North American pattern, or PNA. These two atmospheric phenomena are crucial in determining the kind of winter weather we experience. They interact in complex ways, influencing temperatures, storm tracks, and precipitation patterns across North America. The polar vortex is a swirling mass of Arctic air. When it weakens, frigid air spills south, bringing those infamous Arctic blasts. This cold air can travel far from its origin, reaching as far south as the United States, causing temperatures to plummet and creating hazardous winter conditions. This year the vortex looks wobbly, setting up repeated cold snaps for the Midwest and East. This wobbliness means that the cold air isn't just a one-time event but can occur multiple times throughout the season, leading to a series of cold waves that can disrupt daily life and pose challenges for infrastructure and transportation. Enter the PNA. A positive PNA means a ridge of high pressure over the west, pumping warmth there but forcing the jet stream and cold air deep into the east. This pattern can lead to significant temperature contrasts across the country, with the west experiencing milder conditions while the east faces the brunt of winter's fury. This combo creates a storm highway, fueling classic harsh winters for the eastern U.S. The interaction between the polar vortex and the PNA can lead to frequent and intense winter storms, bringing heavy snowfall, strong winds, and icy conditions that can last for days. The west stays mild and dry, while the east braces for storm after storm. This stark contrast in weather conditions can have significant impacts on everything from agriculture to energy consumption, as different regions of the country deal with vastly different winter scenarios. It's this dynamic duo that gives us confidence in a cold, active winter ahead. By understanding the behavior of the polar vortex and the PNA, meteorologists can make more accurate predictions about the winter season, helping communities prepare for the challenges ahead. Get ready for a season shaped by these powerful patterns. Whether you're in the mild west or the stormy east, the influence of the polar vortex and the PNA will be felt, making this winter one to watch closely. Signs of this active winter are already here. A major low-pressure system is stirring near Hudson Bay, teaming up with another in the northeast to spread rain and set the stage. The positive PNA is building, sending warm air to the west and forcing cold air south into the east. By midweek, a deep trough will lock in cooler than normal temperatures across the east. New storms are lining up in the Pacific Northwest, dragging more cold air and early mountain snow. This coast-to-coast pattern is a preview of what's coming. An early persistent winter. The jet stream is amplifying, steering storms and Arctic air our way. All signs point to a winter that starts early and stays late. Time to dig out those winter coats. Snow lovers, rejoice. This winter's for you. The Rockies, Midwest, Ohio Valley, and Northeast are all primed for above-average snowfall. The upper Midwest and Great Lakes are in the bullseye, with up to 2 feet more snow than usual, thanks to lake-effect storms and major systems. The East Coast is set for multiple nor'easters, bringing blizzards and coastal flooding from DC to Boston. Even the Rockies will see deep powder, great for ski resorts and water supplies. If you're planning a ski trip, this is your year. Just be ready for some serious cold along with all that snow. It's shaping up to be a blockbuster season for winter weather. Not everyone will be shoveling snow. Out west, it's a different story. A strong ridge of high pressure will keep California, Oregon, and Washington drier than average. Fewer storms mean less rain and snow, especially for the Sierra Nevada, which could end up well below normal snowpack. This is bad news for water supplies and drought conditions in the region. The Southwest, including Arizona and New Mexico, will also see a quieter, sunnier winter. While the East digs out, the West faces a critical need to conserve water. It's a classic tale of 2 winters, all driven by the same atmospheric setup. Enjoy the sun, but keep an eye on those reservoirs. Snow can be a challenge, but when it comes to winter weather, ice is in a league of its own, unpredictable, invisible, and often far more dangerous than snow itself. While snow can slow you down, ice can bring everything to a sudden, slippery halt. This winter, meteorologists are warning that the threat of ice is higher than usual, with conditions lining up for a season of hazardous storms. The combination of cold air and moisture is setting the stage for a series of potentially crippling events. The battleground for these icy conditions stretches across a huge swath of the country, from the southern plains, sweeping through the Midwest, and reaching all the way into the Ohio Valley. Millions of people could be affected as these storms roll through. In these regions, warm, moisture-laden air from the Gulf of Mexico is colliding with frigid Arctic air from the north. This clash creates the perfect recipe for freezing rain. Rain that falls as liquid, but freezes instantly on contact, coating everything in a dangerous layer of ice. States like Oklahoma, Missouri, Illinois, and Ohio are right in the crosshairs. Forecasters say these areas could see not just one, but several high-impact ice events this season, each capable of causing widespread disruption. The worst-hit zones, especially Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, and Nebraska, may experience destructive ice storms that snap tree limbs, topple power lines, and leave entire neighborhoods in the dark for days. Emergency crews are already preparing for the possibility of major outages. Even a thin, nearly invisible glaze of ice can turn roads into skating rinks, making travel treacherous and leading to hundreds of accidents. For utility workers, restoring power after an ice storm can be a slow, dangerous process, especially when roads are impassable. That's why preparation is absolutely essential. Stock up on emergency supplies, flashlights, batteries, food, and water before the storm hits. Listen to local warnings and take ice advisories seriously, even if conditions seem calm at first. When ice is in the forecast, the safest plan is to stay home, avoid unnecessary travel, and keep loved ones close. Empty streets and quiet neighborhoods are a sign that people are making the smart choice. This winter, ice could be the season's most dangerous threat for the heartland. Don't underestimate its impact. Stay alert, stay prepared, and stay safe when the forecast turns slippery. Bundle up. This winter's cold will be relentless. The weakening polar vortex is set to unleash multiple Arctic blasts, especially across the northern plains and upper Midwest. Wind chills could plunge to -60 or 70, making frostbite a real danger in minutes. The cold won't stay put. It'll sweep into the Midwest, Ohio Valley, Northeast, and even reach the deep South on occasion. Prepare your home, check your heating, insulate pipes, and dress in layers when venturing out. Even the South could see rare snow and sub-freezing temps. This winter, the cold will be a formidable opponent. Respect it, and get ready now. Staying warm and safe will take planning. Some regions are wild cards this winter, especially the southern plains, deep south, and parts of the Ohio Valley. Here, the battle between Arctic cold and Gulf warmth means the difference between rain, ice, or a surprise snowstorm can come down to a few miles. Cities like Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville could see anything from quiet weather to major winter storms. The outcome depends on subtle shifts in the jet stream and storm tracks. One big storm could bring the region to a standstill, so preparation is crucial. Don't be complacent, have emergency kits ready and stay alert to changing forecasts. In these wild card zones, it only takes one storm to make a winter unforgettable. Pay close attention to local weather updates. Flexibility and readiness are your best defenses. The bottom line, this winter could be dangerous and demanding for much of the country. Now's the time to prepare. Check your heating, insulate pipes, and seal up drafts. Stock up on essentials: food, water, flashlights, batteries, and medications. Prepare your car with blankets, warm clothes, and emergency supplies. Don't wait for the first storm. Plan ahead to avoid empty shelves and long lines. Stay informed, follow local forecasts, and have a way to get weather alerts. Know the difference between a watch and a warning, and act accordingly. With preparation and vigilance, we can all get through this winter safely. That's the national outlook. Now here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay ready.